to make it a whole 100. And I hear so many people talk about relationships in the most damaging, most troubling way. And usually that's because they've been hurt. Well, I really just want you to know that relationships take two. It takes two to make it, and it takes two to break it. And it calls for wisdom, calls for understanding, calls for compassion, calls for love. Love is not something that happens in the beginning of a relationship. What usually happens is infatuation. Infatuation is usually an attraction that two people have for one another, and mostly fleshly in the beginning. But love, it actually grows on you. It is building like a building, brick by brick. You must take each brick one piece at a time and put it together over an amount of years. And when I say amount of years, I'm talking about stability, consistency, compassion. When a man and a woman falls in love, usually they fall in love thinking that one person is supposed to do what they think they need to do to make them happy. But the way I understand it, a relationship is something that two people are willing to change themselves from the self part to the us part, where you grow together. Love is not pleasing your mate, because you can't please people all the time, and you can't even please some people some of the time. It's not about that. It's about growing into who you will be as a union. Know that, and this is a fact, that you are two individual people, and each one must accept that individuality in one another in order for a relationship to grow. So I want to say, just when you think about relationships between males and females, just know that it's not one side. It's not. It's something that must work, like cement being pasted into a brick, and it matures as it is built onto a foundation of a building. And in the end, when the storm comes, when the wind comes, when the rain comes, when the tornadoes and the earthquakes, that foundation is so strong that it will surpass anybody understanding how it got the way it was. That it never was torn apart. But I would like to say also that young people who fall in love basically think that love is what you can do for me. It's not about what you can do for me. It's about what each of you can grow into to become what you wanted it to be from the beginning. After the sex is gone, and I'm being real, after the infatuation is gone, then there's the bills, then there's the groceries, then there's the babies, and then there's the white man or the black man who require payment. And when you have to deal with these real sensitive issues, then you have to come to a place of oneness and agreement. I just wanted to say that because I'm hearing so many things about a one-sided way a woman is to a man. It's not that a woman is a whore and that she's only thinking about herself. You just didn't find the right woman. And when it gets down to it, not all the time is it one-sided. It always takes two. So if a woman is not working out with a man, it's because the man may not be doing everything it takes to keep that woman. A woman is very easy to be convinced that she's loved. And when a woman fully feels love, she don't seek that love outside of that true love. When a man is wounded by a woman, usually the woman is expecting so much from the man that they're not really understanding him. Men are not like women. They're logical. They pay bills, and that's love to them. A woman wants nurturing and touch and all the things that she really is to her babies. But we women got to grow up, and we got to understand nurturing is not just love. Nurturing is relationship. Love is when you take care of the babies, when you take care of your home, when you make that man feels like he's the only man in the world, like he's your king and you're his queen, and that's what it's all about. And I feel like when you make a person feel loved, they don't seek love anywhere else. When they really know their love, they stay with that. Now you got deranged women out there and deranged men out there that have crazy ideas about what love is and what they expect of it. And they mess up a lot of people's heart. But you can't be deceptive when you go into a relationship. You have to be honest. You have to let people know what it is you want. Not wait till you get married to tell somebody what you want. And that goes on both sides, male and female. It should be up front before you make them vows, because it's important for a person to know who you are for real before they make a commitment to stick to you like glue for the rest of your life. You're talking a lifetime commitment to be with someone. So I just wanted to briefly say that young people understand love is not infatuation, and you confuse it often. It is an attraction to the body. It is an attraction to the look. It's a physical attraction. Even when a person gets married, they're not in love. The love comes when the troubled water starts. The love comes when everything is being tested and tried. I would say this is the end result. Remember, keep your faith, your hope, and keep it alive. Because without faith, how can you have faith in someone else? If you can't have faith in God, you can't have faith in a higher being than yourself, how can you have faith in a man? Man is inconsistent. We're people. I said that right. People. People are people. They are inconsistent and fickle. They change like the sun that changes from the moon to a dead day that looks like it's gray and rainy all day long. We are not consistent human beings. We have emotional ups and downs. We have depressions. We have joys. We have happinesses. And then when one person is happy, the other person is sad, and the other person is sad, the other person is happy. And then you judge a person because they're not where you think they should be or where you think you want them to be. But understand, people are going through physical differences, physical change, physical hormonal issues, physical ailments they don't even know they have. The brain is like a machine. And inside that brain, it changes just like you can push a button on a computer, keypad. It changes. So you don't really know people. But I would say there are some very loving, compassionate people out there. And if you will learn to endure until the end, you will find love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love don't keep record of wrong. Love do not judge. And love is not expecting. Love gives. And love doesn't always take. I know there's a verse in the Bible, and I'm going to say it briefly, that says, there's a time and place for all things. There's a time to laugh, a time to cry, a time to live, a time to die. And in these things, they all play a part in relationship. So I just wanted to say that to you guys. So make sure you try to see past the moment, to see past the flesh, to see past the physical world. Go into the next dimension. Think higher than what is. You know what I mean? Like, think higher. Awaken your consciousness and expect the unexpectable. Well, I didn't say that right, but expect the unexpectable, and you shall overcome, and you shall be more than a conqueror. This is Queen of Love. I'm signing off. I want to say to you, keep hope alive in all your relationships, and they won't die. Okay? Have a great day. Bye.